Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump, the Constitution, and FEMA. I'm going to need y'all to stick with me on this one as I lay out the groundwork. But if you've ever wondered whether Trump has even the slightest idea about his role and why his position exists, you're about to get your answer. Trump has said that he intends to begin phasing out FEMA after this hurricane season. Hurricane season started on June 1st and ends in November. His exact words were, quote, "I'd say after the hurricane season, we'll start phasing it out." Rather than using a federal agency to disperse emergency funds to the states after a disaster, Trump plans to apparently disperse the funds from the White House directly. Obviously, this gives him more control over the money, and it creates another method of directing the money in ways that benefits him. He also acknowledged that states and people will get less assistance when he said, quote, "We're going to give out less money." I mean, that's pretty direct, and it makes sense in a way. FEMA employs about 20,000 people. Turning it into something run out of some cramped office in the White House would, of course, disrupt operations and cut assistance to those who need help. Those people who scapegoated FEMA and called them ineffective will reach the find out portion of the show in about a year. It'll be another Chesterton's fence moment. Once the fence is removed, they'll find out why it was there. It's important to remember that federal disaster relief goes back to the early days of the United States. About 15 years after the U.S. came into being, the U.S. passed a bill providing relief for merchants dealing with fires in New Hampshire. But since the Trump administration is abandoning long-standing American traditions, it's fair to wonder what the administration sees replacing it. States should form community networks. I'm not joking. He said, quote, "We're building communication and mutual aid agreements among states." So, to handle emergencies and disasters, the states should come together and reach an agreement to assist each other. Maybe that agreement should be to come together in a union to establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, and promote the general welfare. In case you missed it, that agreement already exists. It's the document that created the office of the presidency. That's how the United States came to be. Individual colonies banded together, promising mutual aid. First, through the Articles of the Confederation, and then through the Constitution. If providing for the common defense and promoting the general welfare isn't the federal government's job, I don't know what is. More importantly, if the federal government under Trump has become so disconnected from the states as to require them to set up additional agreements, the federal government will quickly lose its relevance in the eyes of the states. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.